G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. Today is May 17, 2023. This is a spot gold price update. You can see here we've broken down on our weekly from a long positioning to a neutral, and on the daily it's been a neutral for some days now. And let's go look to each of these. So again, we're looking at the this combined indicator, which combines the triple moving average of the price chart, moving averages 3, 5 and 60, with the moving averages 5 and 50 of the CCI 150. So they're both broken down, and that's currently in a neutral state, not bearish, not bullish, so avoid long trades or short trades. On the daily, more closely, we've got this support at 16.17 and a resistance at 20.82. Now we did have this diagonal ascending trend line, and it's actually broken through that more recently. This is the daily chart, and I've drawn a Fibonacci between that low and that high. You can see there the price is coming down and resting just above the 38% level of the Fibonacci. But also notice I've got this bearish divergence on the CCI versus a bullish divergence on the price chart. These usually work, not always, but usually they do. And the way I would trade this is when it breaks below that lower channel between those highs and those lows, like it did in the last 24 hours, place a short trade there. And as long as this CCI keeps declining, we should see the price also decline as well. And I've got a target area here of the 50% Fibonacci retracement to the 61%. So that coincides with 1948 is 50% and 1916 is the 61%. So that also coincides with this descending trend line, which is drawn previously. So if it hits that 50% level, that sort of suits that potential decline level. So again, for this divergence to fail, we would see the CCI break to the upside as well. We would see the price also break back into this channel and approaching this resistance area. On the hourly, again, you can see that I've drawn that Fibonacci and that target level if this divergence was to work out. So also notice on the divergence side, the divergence doesn't necessarily show on the lower time frames like it did in the daily. So it's not always 1 for 1, so just be mindful of that as you trade divergence. They're not always going to align. So you can see here, for example, there's a pretty flat divergence on the CCI versus a bullish divergence on the price chart. So again, I would trade this in terms of being cautious. I would trade it when both the weekly and the daily are in the same alignment in terms of bullish or bearish. At the moment, they're both neutral, so predominantly avoid trading. I'm giving you that divergence as an idea of how to trade potentially, but there's no guarantee, of course, so trade at your own risk. And what I've got up here on the hourly as well is a back test. Now in this example, I'm showing you short positions only. I'm not showing any long positions. So this would apply for using the same methodology as you would in the weekly and daily moving averages of the price and the CCI, and you would take trades when they break below, and you see there and more closely, when there's a break below the fractal, that's when you would enter a trade when those indicators align. Now you'll notice here we've taken a bit of a hit in this particular back test. From this period down, it's gone quite deep into your profitability, and that's giving you a pretty negative drawdown. So the way you would avoid that is, remember, we only trade in the direction of the weekly and daily. So if you look at that period there more closely, that's that bullish period going back to November 2022, and the price started accelerating, and then that's where because this is a bearish backtest, the profitability dropped. So to avoid that drawdown during that bullish phase, remember we're only trading in the direction of the weekly and daily. That's why I'm saying they both must align. So you can see that during that bullish phase, they were long positions only, predominantly on the daily. Likewise, in that bullish phase on the weekly, predominantly long positions, no short positions on either the weekly or the daily. So you would not have traded that as a short position. So to understand how to trade this and other trading strategies, reference the links in description below to my Patreon page. We do weekly stock scans, currencies and commodities. Subscribe, like and share the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.